welcome back to another Thursday night, keeping up with the Klee Kai. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Welcome all of you new people. If this is your first time, do me a favor and type new in the comments below so we can welcome all of you guys. So today we have a lot to discuss. The main topic today is going to be your puppy vaccine schedule. So a lot of people ask, especially our puppy owners, when they pick up their puppy, what the schedule should be, and they want my recommendations, blah, blah, blah. So full disclaimer, I am not a vet. I am not a professional in this. I can only give you guys my opinion and my knowledge based on what my vets recommend, and of course, you know, the last 18 years of breeding and what we've seen over the years. And of course, things change as times go by, but we're going to share with you guys just all of that information. And I hope you guys can take notes. And because I have mine, I have a lot of notes. But before we get started, I know a lot of you guys are asking, like, who's in here? It's nice and quiet. Dakota's puppy's left, so we can actually have a nice conversation without it being crazy. We got a puppy sleeping back here. Let me grab him. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? You're sleeping over there. We'll go over all of the puppies in just a minute, but before we get going on all of that stuff, I just wanted to say my name is Desiree. My daughter Alexis is in the back running the show behind the scenes, and if it's your first time again, please let us know by typing new. Also, I want to go over some general housekeeping rules because not all of you guys are aware of live streaming and how it all works. And so we do have a couple rules that we ask that you guys follow. The first is that you put 3 question marks before and after your questions, so that way my daughter can see them and not miss all of those questions. Please don't ask the question multiple times. We will get to you. And then also, if you guys can, keep your questions about the topic at hand until the end. We'll open up all of the other questions. The only exception to that is if we get super chats or super stickers. Of course, those jump to the top of the list, so we answer your questions right away. And also, those questions can be anything, so they don't have to be related to puppy vaccine schedule. They could be anything that you guys want. And so what is super chat, super stickers? If you guys are not aware, those are donation monies that you guys give us generously. And that money, of course, goes back into our program. And we share those things that we purchase with you guys to let you know whether you should buy it or not buy it, whether it's a hit or not a hit. But also, it is a great way for you guys to jump to the top of the list. And so we appreciate all of the support we get every single week. And again, those jump to the top of the list. And let's see. Oh, we have a couple giveaways, brand new giveaways today. So usually every week we give away something. Sometimes it's just masks. Last week was our brand new hoodie. And this week we're giving away 2 things. So the way those work is my daughter will pick, and she is in the back there. She'll get to decide. I don't get to decide. I only got to decide last week because she wasn't here. But so she will pick based on super chat, super stickers, and based on engagement. So the more you guys are involved and the more you're here, then she's going to probably pick you guys. And we try not to pick the same winners over and over. So if you haven't won and you've been on a lot, just be patient. Hopefully we get to you guys. Are you barking? Who are you barking at? And so I know you probably want to see what we're giving away. So I'm going to show you that really fast. And then we're going to get started, because if I don't get started, I'm never going to get through all of this. Okay, so we have a couple new items on the website if you haven't seen them already. We finally got our inventory of the unisex hoodies and matching puppy hoodies. All right, look at this. And guess what? No one's in here to pull our hoodies down. Are these amazing? It's focused. Yeah. All right, so this is our hoodie. Of course, if it's for a woman, you probably want the paw. If you are a guy, you don't have to get the paw, but how cute is that? Okay, so we are going to give away a puppy hoodie, and we are also giving away a $25 gift card to our store. So those will be the two winners today. A hoodie for your puppy or future puppy and $25 gift card towards our store. So those are the giveaways for today. All right. Before I get started, anything right off the bat that you need to ask me, or any super chat stickers that need to jump the list?
No.
Okay.
The only thing I have to say is as soon as you started talking, Aggie started crying.
I know. She's sad because her puppies are over here with Khaleesi's puppies. So since we're on that topic, these are Aggie's puppies and Khaleesi's puppies. Aggie's puppies are almost 5 weeks old in a day, and then Khaleesi's puppies are 4 weeks old today. So Khaleesi has the red and the all white, and then the 3 grays are Aggie and Klaus. And for those of you on the list, no, I didn't send out the puppy offers. It just got too busy. But I will get to it hopefully tonight, if not in the morning. All right, we're going to get going. Ready? Set. Go. Okay, let me get my notes in order.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
That was for me.
Oh, oh, welcome back. I see. Okay, so I want to talk about shots. The vaccines are really an important part of having a puppy. Like, you're going to hear a lot of different stories. You know, should we vaccinate? Do we over-vaccinate? Just like when we talk about our kids, and some people vaccinate, some people don't. Some people worry about all of the different, I forgot what I was going to say, reactions to the shots and that type of thing. And so I'm going to say, based on my experience, guys, you should get your puppy vaccinated. Now, that doesn't mean that everything that your vet recommends is a necessity. So do your research, listen to what I have to say, and then make your own decisions. But some things in the state of California, there are certain things that have to be done. Are you going to climb up my leg? And specifically, I think the whole United States, it's rabies. But we'll get into that a little bit more. So puppy shots. The first set of puppy shots is normally done between 6 and 8 weeks old, depending on the breeder or where you get your puppy from. Now, it's important to understand that vaccines are started at that age because the puppies usually are going to get some type of antibodies from the mom when they're nursing. So as long as they're nursing 6-7 weeks old, they're getting those antibodies from mom. Now, keep in mind, if mother dog is not vaccinated, then the puppy's not getting any of those antibodies. But as long as the mom is vaccinated, then that puppy is protected, I guess you could say protected, for a short amount of time. So 6 to 8 weeks is when we start the first one. My vet likes to get their first set as close to 8 weeks as possible. And the reason for that is if we start as close to 8 weeks as possible, then at least my vet, again, this is just what my vet says, and we're here in California, if we start that close to 8 weeks old, we only have to do 3 sets total. So no matter what, they have to have 3 sets. Those 3 sets need to be between 2 to 4 weeks apart, okay? The general rule is 3 is like right in the middle, so try to do 3. Now, if you forget and you skip, Aggie's gonna want to be in here. Yeah, can you give her a bone? If you guys forget and you go past 4 weeks, you have to start all over. So don't forget. It's super, super important. So some vets are going to tell you they have to have 4 sets. I would tell you go off of what your vet recommends, but that's what our vet recommends, okay? And so what exactly do they need in their first set, in their second set, in their third set? And what is not a necessity, but something that you may or may not need for your dog? And so that's what we're going to go over. So in the core vaccines, which is the necessities, right? So stuff that you really need to have for your puppy to protect them from the environment, from anything that they can be exposed to, is distemper, hepatitis, and parvo. Those are 3 that's all in one vaccine, okay? And so a lot of it'll be in the initials of DHP or DAP. And so those 3 are one vaccine. They're going to need that. Now, there are other vaccines that can go with that, but that is one of the main ones. She says, nope, I'm not going to have it. I don't want her in here yet, honey, because she's gonna try to feed these babies, and Khaleesi's are in here. Okay, and so the next is, I want to go over what those three things are. So canine distemper, and I'm going to go quick because I have a lot to go over. But it is a disease that's highly contagious in unvaccinated dogs that can result in severe neurological damage, pneumonia, fever, and even death. So it's something that is in our environment. It's kind of like all of the diseases that we get as humans. And so you want to make sure that your dog is vaccinated for that. Again, all 3 or 4 sets, not to go 4 weeks apart. The next one is the hepatitis. And so it's an infection that's a viral disease that is going to be upper respiratory. Okay, so that's super important. And then parvo. If you guys are not familiar, if you've never had a dog, parvo is very, very deadly. If a puppy, especially Klee Kai, they're usually under 5 pounds when they go home. If they contract that, the chance of them surviving is slim to none. Slim to none. So it's really, really important to get them vaccinated for that. And parvo is another contagious and infectious disease that they can get. It's airborne. It is carried from other animals. It can be brought on the bottom of your shoes. It can be somewhere that you don't even realize, and you're just hiking, and all of a sudden you bring it home. So we actually got parvo brought home from a dog show. Unfortunately, back in like 2008, I want to say 9. Alexa's saying 2009. And that was with the very first red and white Klee Kai that we ever owned, unfortunately, and she did not make it. Rushed to the emergency, didn't make it. And she was vaccinated, and she was under a year old, but already vaccinated, and she still got it. So just really scary situation. Okay, other things that can be combined with that is something called coronavirus, which is kind of funny because coronavirus, but there is a vaccine for dogs that's called coronavirus. It's a different strain. It's not the same as what we're dealing with in this pandemic, but that is actually something that's kind of been steered away from lately, but it is still out there where it'll be like a combination of vaccine. In fact, my vet will still give it to our puppies, but it's not something that they have to have over and over again. And then, of course, they have to have their rabies, but that's at a later time. Aggie.
Don't talk to her.
Well, she needs to chill. She's right there, and she knows I have all her babies. Well, they're not all hers. Sorry. Okay, so the other vaccines that your dog should have is going to be, well, I won't say should have. It's like a lifestyle vaccine. So depending on what your dog's lifestyle is, depending on where you live, so it could be geographic, right? So in California, we don't really have a lot of deer ticks, but in other parts of the country, it's a big problem. And so we don't have to worry about Lyme disease, but some of you guys will. And so that's why it's either lifestyle or geographic. And so some of those are, and we're going to get into a bigger detail here in just a minute, but some of the lifestyle vaccines are going to be Bordetella, which they say this is a lifestyle, but I really think Bordetella is something that you guys should all get for your puppy and even for your adult dogs. Bordetella is it's called kennel cough or Bordetella. So if you plan to board your dog ever, yes.
We have a super chat and a super sticker.
Okay.
And Cheryl has a question to go with it.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. Cheryl said, is it important to keep your newly vaccinated puppy away from your older vaccinated dogs?
No. I mean, if they're in your own home, then no, it's not going to matter. I mean, of course, right when they get those vaccines, they may be a little tender, they may be a little tired, not their normal self. I will tell you, our puppies, it doesn't faze them. They're bouncing all over the place after they get theirs. The only thing is sometimes they'll be a little tender, either in the back of their neck or in their thigh, depending on where the vaccine is given. And so you want to keep an eye on them for any type of reaction to some vaccines, because some dogs will have a reaction, especially if the vet is giving them multiple doses of all of these different vaccines at the same time. So you'll want to keep an eye on that. But I wouldn't say you need to separate them. Okay. You had another question or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does puppy insurance cover vaccines needed?
Some do. So some pet insurances cover wellness checks as well, and normally it's going to be called a wellness check. And so my husband, I think, is watching the game because he's over there clapping. So yes, some do, but not all of them. And if you are looking for pet insurance, I would say don't get a pet insurance that only covers wellness. It's not worth your money. You want to make sure if it is covering emergencies, great. If it adds the bonus of wellness checks, that's perfect, but not all of them do. Okay. Are we good now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to keep going then, okay? I'll get to everybody else's questions in a minute.
There are none.
Okay, perfect. Good. That means you guys are all listening. Okay, so Bordetella, back to Bordetella. So if you plan to kennel your dog, go on vacation without your dog, and you need to have them with a sitter, or you plan to take them to doggy hotels, or if you take them to any type of puppy training, puppy socializing, dog parks, dog beaches, anything that is like a large amount of animals in and out of a place, you have to have kennel cough. It's a requirement for most boarding facilities, doggy daycare facilities, and for training facilities. So they do put it as a lifestyle, because I guess there are people who don't take their dog anywhere, and so it's not necessary. But for the most part, it is going to be something that you guys should get for your puppy. And then, of course, as an adult too. And we're going to get into how long each one of these last, because they don't all last the same amount of time. So another one that's not always a necessity is parafluenza. It's another flu vaccine. And so this is one that can be combined with your normal vaccines, which our vet does give to our puppies. So it's parafluenza, okay? And then there's a couple other, which is the lepto vaccine, which if you guys have watched us, we don't like the lepto vaccine. We don't give the lepto vaccine, but lepto is big in some areas and not in other areas, and so that's why. But a lot of the Klee Kai have a reaction to the lepto, and so what it could be is that it's just too many different things being injected into your dog at the same time. So if you are planning to give your puppy lepto, my recommendation is you give it to them at a different time, so they don't get all of their shots the same day. We have a puppy owner who got a puppy from us, I think maybe 5 or 6 months ago, Carrie, and the first time they gave her lepto, sure enough, she had a reaction. So they did end up giving it to her again, but they gave her a Benadryl first to make sure that she didn't have a reaction. So a couple others, Lyme disease, which is about ticks and things, which again is all about your environment. And then the canine influenza, another flu. So it's like all of these strains of flus and all of these strains of infections and diseases and things that are in the water, all kinds of craziness. And so imagine if you just gave your puppy, 12 different vaccines and pills in a day. Of course, they're going to have a reaction. So that's why it's super important to spread them out. Are we good?
I have a few.
All right. I'll let you go ahead with a few before I move on.
Okay. Natasha said, can you pre-medicate puppies before vaccination the way you can with babies with Tylenol?
Yeah, you can. And in fact, like if you know, like say for example, if you get a puppy from your breeder and they say, hey, by the way, because obviously they should have already had their first set of shots. So when they leave here, ours do. If we have a reaction, we're going to make sure you know that so that you can give it to them in advance. So that's a great question, Natasha. And I believe that's what they did with Carrie's puppy. But yes.
Sandy said, how often do they give the Bordetella shot?
Bordetella is every 6 months. So Bordetella lasts for 6 months, and it can be done at 8 weeks. Most vets will say wait until their second set of shots to give it to them, and then it'll be every 6 months.
Mario said, how do you have more than one dog quiet at night?
It's quiet at night. Tired dog is a good dog, and a trained dog is a good dog. So, of course, we are keeping puppies right now, which is a little overwhelming and loud and obnoxious, especially our little Taz boy. But he's quiet all night.
One more.
Okay, one more.
That's all I have, I think. Yeah.
Oh.
Are there ever situations where you should get the lepto shot?
Yes. So lepto, and we'll go into that in more detail here, but lepto is something that it's an environmental issue. It's geographic. So depending on where you're at, depending on your lifestyle, yes, there are times that you do want to do it. Here for us, we don't do it. We don't have a big problem here. Although I just saw on the news that LA is like the second largest rat infested city in the United States. So the reason why I said that is because lepto has to do with feces and urine from rodents. So, but it's like in the water, it's in puddles, it's in streams, that type of thing. But we'll go into that a little more in detail shortly. All right?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. All right, so Bordetella, we kind of went over right now. It's every 6 months. And so Bordetella is a respiratory infection, respiratory disease, and it's pretty highly contagious. And it's usually caught whenever you have lots of dogs all together sharing space, okay? And the flu, we don't need to go over that one. Flu is the flu.
Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you, Sandy.
You see it.
I see it. Are you gonna bark at me? He says, I'm barking. Oh my gosh, look at that baby. All right, we'll let you decide. I'm gonna turn this light on. He says,
okay, Sandy, let us know if you can tell. Yeah, you can see it.
What do you think, Sandy?
You gotta give it a minute because it's delayed, so.
But it's all focused, yeah?
Yeah, it's perfectly focused.
All right, and since we have him out here, we'll do his brother too. 2 boys. Focused?
Yeah.
All right. There. Are we happy? Okay.
Catherine said blue to the red.
Yes, he's blue.
And then Sandy said blue maybe party, and everybody's saying blue.
Yeah, they're both blue. Very blue. Very, very blue. Okay, I'm going to keep going, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so back to the lepto. Lepto is a bacterial disease. It can cause severe kidney and liver failure. It's transmitted, this is pretty disgusting, it's transmitted via the urine or feces of infected animals, both found in rural and in urban settings. But usually what will happen is those, usually it's like rodent things, will urine or go potty in these bodies of water, and the dog will drink it, and that's how they'll get it. So it is a core vaccine in some areas. Unfortunately, I don't know those areas because I don't worry about all those areas. I worry about here. So you just need to do your research on wherever you guys are located. Also, depending where you take your dog, okay? Just know, if you guys are going to do lepto, I would just recommend that you separate them out and watch him the first time. And if he's fine, great. If he's not, then in the future, just give him the Benadryl.
Hey,
yes.
Really quick, we have 2 moderators?
No?
On YouTube it says we do. Michelle?
Oh, maybe Catherine. I don't know how she is. Maybe Catherine added her.
Oh. Yeah, Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle.
And Catherine are both our moderators.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. I didn't know that, but that's perfect because the more the merrier. We could always use help.
Okay.
Okay.
It just popped up and I was like, oh. Okay, sorry.
No, maybe Catherine will tell us.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to the normal routine vaccines. The DHP or DHPP, which is going to be what we just talked about, the distemper, the hepatitis, the parvo, and the parainfluenza, okay? So it's DHPP. That's going to be 3 or 4 sets. What?
Michelle said, I don't know how it happened. And then Catherine said, nope, LOL.
That is so funny. I don't know either. You have to put in an email address. That is bizarre.
Something with last week, but I'm happy to help.
Yay! You like how we just magically have that? That's funny.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So DHPP is going to be 3 to 4 sets, okay? Then they're going to get a 1-year booster. So they'll get a 1-year booster. Then after their 1-year booster, they only need it every 3 years, okay? Every 3 years, that's it. Some vets are going to say every year. Some areas are going to say every year. Go off of your vet's recommendation. But I'm telling you what we do and what is known, at least out here. Where are you going, Missy?
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt again. I think I know what happened. Last week when you were controlling things, did you have our YouTube on the other monitor, like how I usually do? Yeah. You might have clicked a question, and you can add moderators on YouTube.
Oh, I bet I did, because I don't know what I was doing. I bet I did.
I just clicked on her name, and then it says remove moderator. So.
Oh, I bet I did.
Yeah.
Well,
okay. I
there you go. Now I know how to secretly add moderators
without them knowing.
Without you knowing or without me knowing.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, rabies. So rabies is pretty important in the United States. We have to have rabies. It's usually done for the first time between 3 and 4 months of age. Okay. Then they're going to get a 1-year booster. After their first year, it's every 3 years. Now, again, that's for California. Some states do require it every year, so check your state. But in California, after their 1-year booster, it's every 3 years. Okay? And then if you guys do get lepto, after their first series, which I think it's 2 or 3 in their first lepto, I'm not positive. I think it's 2 or 3 sets, and then it's yearly, okay? And then canine influenza is yearly. Lyme disease is yearly. Bordetella or kennel cough is every 6 months. So every 6 months for Bordetella. Most of the others are every 3 years after their first series. Okay. So generally speaking, like you're going to mix it up. So 6 to 8 weeks, they're going to get their first set of DHPP or DHP, depending on what your vet says, and possibly Bordetella, depending on where you get it. With us, we don't give Bordetella at 8 weeks. It goes to the next one, and then the parainfluenza is with that. 10 to 12 weeks is going to be their next set. 14 to 16 is going to be their next set. So if you do it that way, guess what? You only need your three sets. But if you don't, then it's going to be 4. All right, moving on. Do you have questions at this point?
I have a few.
Okay, go ahead.
Jennifer said, I have a serial killer cat that gets mice from everywhere. Would my future puppy be a candidate for the lepto vaccine because my cat is out of control?
If you have like still bodies of water and you live on lots of land, possibly. If you don't, no. I mean, I think little mice, everyone has them here or there, depending on, I'm pretty sure every state has them. But it's not just with that. It's other rodents and other animals as well. So I would say check with your state or Google if it's common in your area, and check obviously with your vet. But just because we have a little mouse here or there doesn't mean that we should give our puppies lepto.
Dennis said, I know we're trying to stick to our topic, but I have a question.
Okay, go for it.
How do we introduce our puppy into our house with 2 other dogs? One female, a little surly sometimes, but a small terrier. The other is 20-pound terrier that is friendly male.
Okay, that one's gonna have to wait. Let's wait on that because I don't want to get that far off topic.
Okay, and then Sandy said, is canine influenza required in California?
No.
And then she said, again, Sandy has another question. Is that it 3 sets of DHPP?
So the 3 sets or 4, depending on your vet, and then rabies. So once they get their rabies, they'll usually get their rabies again at their 3rd set of shots because you're going to be at that same time frame, 12 to 16 weeks. So 3 to 4 months is when they should get their rabies. And so it'll be in combination with their last set of shots. So it's a different injection, but it's at the same time. Or if your dog is prone to having reactions, then you'll want to spread them a week apart. The better thing to do is to try to get them as close to as possible if your dog doesn't have a reaction, because that way you stay on one schedule. It's not like trying to keep track of your dog needs this shot on this date, this shot on this date. If you can get them as close as possible, then you could just get them done at the same time.
And then I have one last question.
Okay.
Can you put all this information on your website for people to review later?
Yes. I made notes this time instead of handwritten them. They're all on my computer already. So I plan to just put them on there so that you guys have something to refer back to. Especially because we get asked a lot of questions, and that way I can just refer you guys back to the website. So that is the plan. Yes. All right.
You're good.
Okay, so instead of me going over all of these slides of what DAPP means, all of that stuff, and what it prevents, I'm going to put them on the website so that we can save some time. But I did create little slides, and they'll all go on there so you guys could read through it. But this is the basic of like what exactly they should have and what is optional. Some things, remember, it'll say it's optional, like Bordetella, but I would tell you guys to get it. If you guys have ticks, make sure that you get your dog Lyme disease because it's a pretty scary situation with Lyme disease, and I don't have to deal with that, so I don't really want to even talk about it because I don't know much about it. I try to save as much space in my brain for things that matter for me. So I'm going to continue on unless you have questions, okay?
No, you're good.
All right. So I'm going to pull this out.
Sandy said, I wish I had paid 2 deposits. I'm in love with the twins.
Yeah, look at them. They're just chilling. They love that bed. Okay, so next with the vaccines is just a few more notes now that I went over all of that stuff. If I can find the right page. Lyme, canine influenza. Okay. So you guys want to make sure that you check, obviously, with your vet on your dog's lifestyle and your lifestyle to find out what those vaccines are that they recommend. Just don't overdo it just because some places that you're going to go to is like a vaccine clinic or not necessarily your vets, especially nowadays, because nowadays everyone's getting new puppies and we don't, even as a breeder who's been with the same vet for years and years and years, we have no pull. We can't even get appointments. Like it takes weeks to get an appointment nowadays. So a lot of us are going, even myself, is going to a vaccine clinic at PetSmart, Petco, or wherever they're hosting them just to do rabies and things. But a lot of times those people are going to try to upsell you. They are just there to sell as many vaccines as they can for that day because they're only there once a month, right? So just make sure you guys know what you want. And just because you're there and they say, oh, well, he needs this, this, and this, you guys should already know what your dog should get and what they don't have to get. That way they don't over-vaccinate, and that way you don't overpay. There's no point in all of that, okay? So ultimately, at the end of the day, you guys need to consult with your vet to figure out what's exactly appropriate for your dog, for your lifestyle, and what schedule they should be on. However, this is my suggestion. This is my recommendation. This is what we follow. Doesn't mean it's always right. Doesn't mean it's right for everybody. Okay? If we don't have any other questions about vaccines, that is it for it.
I do have one so far that I can see.
Okay.
Eric said, what age is the third set normally supposed to happen?
So if you guys are following the schedule on every, starting at 8 weeks, so it really depends on when they start. So if you start at 8 weeks of age, then you're talking 2 to 4 weeks from 8 weeks. So for us, it's usually, we try to go in the middle at 2 to 3. We try to go 2 just because we want to get it done as soon as possible. But most vets are going to say 3 weeks. So if you did it at 3 weeks, then you're going to go 8 weeks, then 3 weeks, then 3 weeks. So it just depends on when they get their first set, because you can't go past 4 weeks apart. If you do, you got to start all over. Okay. Are we good, Lex?
Yeah, I don't have, oh, this one doesn't have the question marks. What could be vaccine side effects when getting a new puppy?
So some of the side effects that we'll see is swelling. Of course, there's the normal soreness and sleepy, tired, kind of lethargic, no appetite. But the scary ones are whenever you see swelling, like in the face, in the throat, in the cheeks. It can even go up their forehead into their eyes. And it'll literally look like this. Sometimes they can have like this full basketball looking side of their face. So that's really when it's scary. Like the normal things, just like with kids, is nothing to be too alarmed with. But it's when they get really swollen.
Okay. Sorry, I hit the keyboard.
That's okay. You keep doing that. Hey, honey. Can you do me a favor? I'm gonna get Sky's. I want to get Sky's babies. So can I give you these puppies to put right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm gonna bring Andy in here. You keep looking, Lex. I don't want to interrupt.
I have one.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, now 2.
Oh
Okay.
wait. Let me put them up close first. Let her talk, and then I'm gonna put them close before I. Go ahead.
So start all over, starting from the first set.
What?
Well, Eric Sawyer.
Oh yes,
So-
yes. So if you go past 4 weeks in between your vaccines, you have to start all over, meaning you start all over with the first set. Yeah. Because they have to get them consistently in order for them to build immunity. So if you don't do it on schedule and you, just for whatever reasons, you don't, then they have no immunity. So now you have to start back from ground zero. Yeah.
And then, what happens if you can't space out the vaccine schedule correctly, mainly due to COVID and lack of appointments?
So it's anywhere in between 2 and 4 weeks. So you can do it anywhere in between there. The problem is that for me personally, if I go too long in between my sets, then that just means it's that much longer before they're fully vaccinated. And so if you're trying to get your puppy into puppy socializing or puppy class with a trainer or with boarding or any of those things, and they don't have their vaccines, then a lot of times you can't get in. You won't be accepted. If you want to just put your puppy in doggy daycare for the day, you can't if their dog's not vaccinated. So for me, I want to try to safely give it to them as soon as possible. So that way I get it over with and I know, for one, that they're protected, and for two, that I can take them wherever I need to take them. And so it's anywhere in between that 2 to 4 weeks. Are we good?
Yeah.
We're going to switch gears now, guys. But before I do that, I figured I should probably bring the girls up close and personal. So these are Khaleesi and Klaus's puppies. I'm sorry. These are Aggie and Klaus's puppies. They are 5 weeks old. I just put a video up of them. And I'm just going to put them up real fast. This is the lightest one. Okay.
A little bit lower.
I know it'll focus on my eyes if I...
No, it focused right on her.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Okay, so remember last week we talked about, I thought she was party-eyed. And now you can see, you probably can still see a little tiny bit of blue, but she's going to actually have really light brown hazel eyes. Yes, she is the biggest, and my little sticky note's over there. I'll tell you guys her weight in just a minute because I have it right there. And then, you guys look really pink with my shirt.
What size will they be?
They are in between. So the big one that I just showed you, she'll be a standard. This one here is the smallest of the three. She's brown-eyed, okay? Remember we talked about the pink tinge and stuff? She has a lot of pink tinge. We're going to go over that in a minute. I'm going to explain some things to you guys. But she's the smallest. She's right now exactly 3 pounds. I remember her exactly. So she's exactly 3 pounds, which is not small for a 5-week-old puppy, by the way. And if you look at their paws, since we're right here, is it focusing on their paws?
Yeah.
Their paws are pretty good size, but there's definitely no tiny ones. The 3-pounder is probably going to be a large mini to a standard. This other two are going to be most likely a standard. So this is the third one. She's the only blue-eyed puppy, and she also has some pink tinge on her. So she was, I think, 3.4. Hold on, Aggie. Okay, so back to the biggest one, the largest one. Now, another sign, we talk about size a lot. Look at their ears. So her ear is floppy still, one ear. This cutie patootie right here, look at her ears. Like, they're not even all the way up yet. They're just flop. They will go up. Don't be alarmed. It just means that their ears are bigger and they have to grow into them. And then look at the smallest. Her ears are up. All three of them have really, really nice coats and super cute personalities. This one, the littlest one, has the most spunkiest personality right now. They're still pretty young, but those are Aggie and Klaus's puppies. And she's climbing back in the bed. I'm putting them away so that I can bring out the other pups and talk about Sky and her babies. Can you just put them all right in the playroom? I mean, in the play area? Yeah. And then Khaleesi's too. And then after you do that, I'll give you these two. And then I'm going to bring these two up close again just for you guys. These two are boys. The first three are girls. And then these are Khaleesi, which is a standard, and Simba, which is a standard. And I guarantee you these puppies are standards or bigger. They are huge. He is, remember, these guys are 4 weeks old today. Okay, he is 3 pounds 11 ounces. 3 pounds 11 ounces at 4 weeks. That's ginormous. And he's like 3 pounds 4. And it's funny, look at his ears. Now his ears are going up. His have not, but look at how big. Oh, I should have compared the two. That wasn't smart. Look at how big their paws are. Yeah. Look at how big their muzzles are. They're big, big puppies. Big puppies. Okay, so we are going to get the other puppies. Alexis, do you have any questions?
No, everybody's just saying how cute they are, and
I'll sit here for a minute because I want to be out. I'm going to wait. I'm going to stay in here for just a second and talk about Sky's puppies. So Sky had her puppies. Remember last week maybe it was the week before, we showed you Sky and how big she was, and she had her puppies last Friday. Yeah, the day after the live, last Friday. How many puppies do you guys think she had? Let's hear it. Remember, we got to name puppies here in a minute. How many do you think she had? She is a very small mini, like really small. And Ozzy is the dad. He's also a very small mini. In there with them. But the reason why I'm taking a minute and I want to talk to you guys about it is because, you know, as a breeder, there's a lot of fun, a lot of good times, but there's also a lot of scary situations. All of her puppies are alive, but we have a scare and we're dealing with it every single day. So I have to sit and feed her puppies with another mom because Sky is not producing very much milk. I want to say enough, but she's not producing very much milk in general. I see all those numbers. 2, 3, 4s, 2, 3, 4, 7. Deborah, 7? I've never had 7, just for the record. We've only had 6. Well, I take that back. We had 7, but one was like tiny and didn't make it. So anyways, honey, let me know whenever you're ready so I could grab them. And then, anyways, she is not producing enough milk. So we weigh the puppies after they're born. When they're born, we weigh the puppies, and it's super important to make sure they're gaining weight. So just like with humans, usually the first day or so, human babies lose weight, right? From their birth weight, they lose a little bit. And then they start picking up their weight. So same with newborn puppies. In the beginning, they may not get all of their, give them our bones. They're not going to instantly gain weight. However, within a day or two, they should start gaining weight. And 2 of Sky's puppies, one of them was born really tiny. In fact, I'll tell you what they were. One of them was born really tiny, and the other, and I say really tiny, not really tiny, but 7 3/4 ounces. So almost 8 ounces, which isn't super tiny, but in comparison with the others, pretty small. And then dropping weight. So 2 of them started dropping weight. And so,
Thank you, Boriana.
Thank you, Boriana. All right. How many people said 4?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, wow. Okay.
13.
You can stop.
14.
You guys are all wrong. How many people said 5?
1, 2, 3.
3?
4, 5, 6.
Oh.
I got 6 people said 5.
All right. You guys are all right. 5 puppies. So Sky's never given us 5 puppies. She's usually always 3. Well, I say she's had what? 3 litters? So newborn puppies cannot regulate their temperature. So they have to stay warm. If they don't stay warm, they will die because they'll be too cold. And so, you can give me the other 2. So I'm going to put them, hey, Lex.
Yes.
Can they see right here good with the big camera?
Yeah.
We're going to switch gears, and I'm going to move to the other camera in a minute so that we can see you guys, so you can see them up close. But I can't really hide their colors because you guys get to see them. So I'm going to cover them in a second because it's really chilly right here, and then I'll show you guys one at a time. But we have 1, 2, 3 grays, 4 grays, 5 grays. So we have 5 gray puppies. Of the puppies, there's 1 girl. 4 boys, 1 girl. Can you give me Aggie, honey? Just let her in here?
Yeah.
And so, this little guy here was the tiny one. And he's still really tiny. This is the second smallest one. Both boys.
Hey.
The difference in color. I'll put them up close in just a minute, but I'm going to show you. I want you guys to see how beautiful this is. So Aggie has her puppies. They're ginormous. They're big. They're very healthy. Aggie has a lot of milk. And Aggie is Amazing. Most of my dogs are. Come here, Ag. Come here. Come here. Come lay down. So, Lex, you can put it on the low camera. And I'm going to show you guys how cute this is. So, the only way for me to make sure these puppies stay alive, come here, Ag, come here, baby girl, is to make sure that either I bottle feed them, I tube feed them, or I find a surrogate mother. And so, thank goodness. I want you to turn the other way though, because they want to see the babies. Yeah. So Aggie is taking care of her babies part-time. So I don't want to pull them from Sky because, hey, relax. I'm not taking them. I'm just giving them to you. Because I want Sky to produce the milk. Okay? If I just pull them from Sky, she's not going to produce milk. But just like with humans, are you putting me on the low, Lex?
Yeah, you're on the low.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Stay, baby girl. Stay. So if she still is letting the babies nurse a little bit, she sees herself on the camera, then she's going to hopefully start producing more milk. I'm also supplementing her with goat's milk and fenugreek, which is also going to help bring in her milk. But it is taking longer than it normally does. And so I am supplementing these babies with Aggie. And I have to sit with them when I do this because there's the two tiny ones, which is this one and this one, which, by the way, they are 6 days old. And these two are barely 8 ounces. They were born at 7 3/4 and 8 ounces. And they're 6 days old and they're the same weight. And so we took a step back, but we are gaining now. And so they're strong. They nurse, they want to eat, but mom is not producing enough milk for them. And so Aggie is amazing, loves being a mommy, and just takes on these babies. And if you saw her a minute ago, as I'm pulling the babies over, she doesn't want me touching them because she thinks that they're hers, but they're not. And so this is the little tiny light gray this is why I have to stay here, because if he falls off, I have to make sure that he gets back on to eat. And then you can hear him cry. So some are going to have more milk than others. And so he says right away, he's like, nope, this one doesn't have enough. And so what I'll do is, I know it sounds kind of mean, but I'll pull one of these big boys or girl off and put that one over here. And I'm going to put these tiny ones where I know that there's milk. So I thought you guys are going to be loving to see this, because this is all part of being a breeder and making sure that these babies all survive. And while we're right here, I know you're going to have questions and things in a minute. Remember we talked about the dogs, the puppies that have the red staining on their faces. I'm sure you guys can all see. Remember, we shave our dogs' bellies for nursing, but it's already growing back so much. So you can see how much red tint that Aggie has on her belly. And that is why you'll see some of that reddish tint on the babies. Of course, they're 5 weeks old now. And it'll go away over time. So, you're such a good girl. You are a good girl. Yeah, you're a good girl. You have questions for me during all
I
this?
have a lot of questions actually. This one's from like way up at the top.
Okay.
What's the average size that puppies go home?
Our puppies go home usually between 3 to 5 pounds. There's not really an average because we always have different size.
Thank you, Cindy.
We always have different size of puppies, so it's not always the same. Well, there you go. You just kick them out. Here. I'm listening. You could keep going.
I know. I'm looking for another one. I just went through all of the numbers.
Here. You're right here.
Has any of the pregnant moms had miscarriages?
Yeah, we have had moms where they have either preemies or
not healthy litters kind of thing. You gotta get over there, mister. Good girl, eggs. I'm listening.
Oh, that was it.
Oh, I thought you said you had a lot
No,
of
I
questions.
do. I thought I said that was it to you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, we have.
How is Kiara and her baby boy doing?
They're good. They're doing good. He's fat. We'll get him out in a minute. I need to give Aggie back her babies, but before I could give her back her babies, I need her to feed these babies. She's a busy mama. Her puppies are eating kibble now, soft kibble. So they're eating soft food a couple of times a day, which is taking a toll off of her, which is allowing me to use her to feed these babies in addition to Sky having them. So they're still with Sky full time, but a couple of times a day I pull them and let Aggie feed them.
What is the most amount of litters that you will let any one mom have?
It's different. Every dog is different, so it really just depends on. Can they see me okay with me down here, or
they can't see your face, but they see your hands?
Okay. So it just depends. It depends on how well they bounce back, how good of a mom they are, how old they are. There's a lot that goes into it. There's no set number. Unfortunately, it's not that easy.
How do you prepare for a pregnant dog to give birth?
How do I prepare?
Yeah.
Well, I have an incubator that we plug in and get ready. And towels, of course, lots of towels. And I have a little tub with all of the stuff that I use for whenever a dog is going to have babies, which is like the scissors and the things to cut and tie off umbilical cords and baby bottles and formula and all that good yummy stuff. But all of that's together, and so as soon as I know they're going to have puppies, it's just pull it all out, plug in the incubator, and get ready. And be ready in the car if something happens or you have to go to the emergency.
How is Sky doing?
She's actually doing fine. Like, she loves her babies. She wants to feed her babies. They try to nurse, and they do get some milk. It's just that they don't get a whole lot of milk. So, yeah. Oh my God, you guys are fat. See, that's a fat baby. Which phone are we on? This one?
Yep.
Yeah, that one's fat. We can move you. You go over here. You're fat.
Are you retiring anyone soon?
You go over here.
Look, see, she's cleaning him. You can see on the camera.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure at this point. I don't think so. Good job.
That's all my questions for now.
Good job, mommy. You're a good mommy. You're a good mommy. So you're such a good girl. When she feeds, I just have to sit here with them, and as you see, there's some that are obviously a lot bigger, and they're getting a lot of nutrients. So I don't want them to keep nursing off of Aggie because I have my little babies that need to eat. And so that's why I stay and I just keep flip-flopping to make sure that the tiny ones are getting their food that they need. Now, when you see, I want you to see this right here. Do you see this guy, this light gray one? When you watch.
Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you, Sandy.
She said, really quick, she said, I'm so impressed, not just your skill, but the level of love and care you give to your dogs. Good. Great job.
Aw, thank you. So whenever you see the puppy pulling and tugging, then you know that that's empty. And so when you know it's empty is when it's time to switch. Although you got a nice fat tummy now, Missy, or you little baby. So you just have to pay attention to that and make sure in this situation, because I know that Sky is not producing enough and I know that I had two puppies that were really struggling. I just need to make sure that they're eating well and staying strong, because I'm just going to cover them some, because if I don't, it's going to get too cold for them. then they're gonna die. If I didn't intervene, they're gonna die.
I have a couple more questions.
Okay.
Can you pump their milk like humans? I know it's weird.
No, and it isn't weird. They do sell something that you can try to pump the milk, but I will tell you, we've tried it, and it takes forever, and you just don't get a whole lot. And I don't have enough time in the day. Honestly, I don't even have the patience for it. But I have formulas that I can make milk. So there's something. It's called mother's milk, which is specifically very high in nutrients and calcium for the babies that you can make. And it's with liver, like it stinks because I have to boil liver and goat's milk and things, and vitamins and baby, like human infant vitamins. However, newborn puppies nursing off of a mom to get all of the colostrum is super, super important. And so that's another reason why I don't want to pull them from Sky, because if they don't get that, they're more likely, it's like human babies and breastfeeding, like they're healthier. And so, yeah, they're getting nutrients from Aggie and they're able to eat, but I still want them to get mom's milk. So if I make formula or if I buy formula, then that's fine, but I still got to feed 5 babies. And they eat every 2 hours. So there's no way I could feed 5 babies every 2 hours and do anything else. Now, I can tube feed them, but I hate tube feeding. And if you don't know what that is, it's literally you stick a tube down their throat with a syringe and tube feed the baby. And you're done for one puppy, you're done in like not even a minute, like 45 seconds. But it's scary because you're sticking this tube down their throat, and if there's air in there or if you get it down the wrong way, you're going to kill that puppy anyway. So here you are trying to save it, and you could just kill it instantly. So it makes me very, very nervous to do it. So.
Oh, thank you, Catherine.
Aw, thank you.
Natasha said, do you ever have to assist a delivery, help extract a puppy?
Yes. Even my husband's like, yes. Definitely, and it's not always pretty, which is why sometimes whenever you guys ask, like, will I do, if Sky went into labor, would I, do it live kind of thing? It's not always pretty, and yeah, definitely have to pull puppies out or try to get puppies out because they're stuck in gravity and lifting the front legs or trying to make the dog move and walk around. Yeah.
Imagine your mom asking you to come and help pull a puppy out because your hands are smaller. And she has nails. And you're what, 10, 11, 12? It's happened multiple times to each of us. I think with the exception of Ethan.
Yep. Yes. You can put it back on the main camera now, I think.
I have you in your bubble.
Oh, okay, good. I didn't know that. Because I don't know if they could see with the blanket, but it just gets really cold right here. So do you see this tiny one? Do you see? That's my tiny one. And do you see him pulling like that? That means it's empty and he's trying to get more. And so I need to move him. I want him to get more food. And so I'm going to pull him off. And I'm going to find him another one.
What is a tip you could give for a first-time breeder?
Well, just be as diligent as you can to learn as much as you can, and just know that no matter how prepared you think you are, you're never going to be prepared. And you will have puppies die, you will have deaths, you will have sad heartaches, and this is a true test for you. Like, usually every new breeder I've ever talked to, their first litter is their worst litter. Like, it's scary, there's problems, whatever it is. And I think that's just the test to see if you're strong enough to be able to do it, because it's not for everybody.
Natasha, no.
What?
She said, Alexis, you're a future obstetrician.
She says, no, I'm not. She wants to go to
ER.
ER.
Blood and guts and nasty.
Blood and guts and nasty.
Diana said, are there any other mamas expecting?
Yeah, we actually were going to talk about that next. I know everybody's getting their tummies full. You're such a good mommy. Yeah, we do have 2 mommies that are going to have babies soon. Lex, you have their pictures?
Yes, I do.
Oh, careful. Aggie says she's done. Huh? Are you done? So Autumn, all right, you could be done. Good girl. Thank you. Autumn is due. Autumn's barely 4.
I put her on the screen.
Okay, so Autumn's barely 4 weeks along. We did quickly confirm with ultrasound. Hey, honey.
Yeah.
I'm going to put them up to the camera real fast, and then if I can give them back to you because it's cold in here, okay?
Yeah.
So we did confirm with ultrasound that she is expecting. It was really, really fast, and we were just trying to confirm if she was pregnant. And she was bred to trout. And so she could have the red gene, or she could have red puppies because trout has the red gene. And then next is Sassy, and she was bred to Simba. And Alexis will show you her as well. So 2 reds, and what?
Gavin's uncle's on. Hi, Tyler.
That's cute. Okay, take those photos off. I'm going to show the puppies real fast so I can...
I only had Autumn's up for a minute while you were talking, so...
Oh, can you get Sass up real fast?
Yeah, you want me to do that now?
Yeah, just so they can see her
Okay.
before I show the babies. You want to let her go to...
Yeah.
You can put Khaleesi's... well, don't step on her.
Yeah.
And then give her hers.
Okay, come on. Aggie,
Go.
come on.
Good girl, Mama. Okay, did you do it?
Yes, I did.
Over here.
Okay.
Aggie.
All right, so we're on the main one.
Now you are.
Okay, I'm just going to show you guys the babies real fast. And then put them away because it's cold in here and their tummies are nice and full.
I have a few questions about the girls, too.
Okay. Let me just do this so I can get them back.
Go for it.
Okay, so my 2 itty bitties first. Okay, both of these are boys. So my darkie, my really dark one.
It's focused on your chest.
Ooh.
There.
They're
Nope. You moved them and then it...
Well, it's because they're squirmy.
Hold them up higher. Right there.
Okay,
It's perfect.
so look at how tiny they are. Look at how tiny this baby is.
You need to hold them higher.
I know I'm fixing it so I don't drop him.
Yeah, perfect.
He's tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. But this is a Simba look-alike.
Mm-hmm.
Like no other. Look at this light baby. Okay. I'm gonna compare.
Can you grab them?
Oh yeah. Can you? Well, real fast, let me just show them this. Let me show you guys a comparison.
Focus toward them.
Look at their heads.
Back up. Right there.
Tiny and ginormous. So now you understand why I have to keep a really close eye on these 2 little ones, because as these 2 get bigger, which by the way, this is a boy too, as they continue to get bigger, they're going to push these tiny ones out if I don't keep a close eye on them, and then they won't be able to flourish. And then this is another boy.
You're good.
Where are you going, Papa? So the boys are in the house this time. And then you could take these 2. And then my only girl, my little baby girl.
Perfect.
So she's nice and chunky. She's very pretty. Okay. All right, babies. That's it. That's it. You guys are all full of Aggie's hair. You want to take 2 and then come back?
Yeah.
All right. So that's, guys, 5 babies. Before we move on to anything, before I grab Kiara's, we got to start naming puppies. So we have, Kiara has a black and white boy, which I'm going to get in a minute. And he is the S litter. S. So we need 1 boy with an S. And then we need 5 puppies for T, for the letter T. And that is 4 boys, 1 girl. So S and T. And while you guys are writing all that down, we're going to grab Kiara's little boy for you guys and show you him. And then we're going to give away some things. And I know you have questions, right?
Yeah.
All right. Go for the questions.
Okay. Do you have any recommendations for a scratching post or something like that that can help with the clawing instead of clawing at the rugs or blankets?
No. Good question. No, not for dogs, because normally that's a cat thing. I mean, of course, it's just a digging thing, but a scratching post, I don't know if that would make a difference. So I'm not sure, but I don't have a solution for you.
This is for Autumn and Sassy. Do they have the white gene?
Autumn does not, and Sassy, I don't know. So Sassy came to me, not back, but Sassy came to me from Jen. So when she stopped breeding and I got Siggy back, I got her other dogs. So I don't know if Sassy has the white gene. I guess it's possible she's a lighter red, but I don't know for sure. She was bred to Simba though, so he does have the white gene. But Ozzy doesn't either, so Ozzy and Autumn wouldn't have any whites.
And then for both of them again, when are they due?
Autumn is not due for 4.5 more weeks, 4.5 to 5 weeks. And Sass is due at the end of the month. So the very end of the month, right around Halloween, is her first due date.
The 2 boys are beating each other up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trouble.
Okay, now everybody has names going.
Okay, but you still have questions?
No.
Oh, so can you give me Kiara's boy?
Yeah.
She might want out. Yeah, just remember her water bowl. She freaking slides it out right away. Thank you. Okay. We're good?
Yeah, Katie's writing down all the names.
Awesome. What time is it?
7:13.
Oh, good. We are doing good on time. I'm so happy. That's good because I had so many things and I was worried that it was gonna interfere. I do have a couple other things I want to share with you guys, but I know you want to see Kiara's puppy. And then I know we got to name puppies. But while my husband's getting Kiara's little boy, I found my old spreadsheet of all of the reds from the very first one that was born in 1989. No, 1999. In 1999. So I have the list of when they were all born, not from me, but just in general. And then, of course, there are some from me. So if we have time, I know some of you guys that are all in love with the reds, you'll want to hear about that. But we'll do that soon. Oh, my goodness, you little porky. You're just a little pork. Okay, so Kiara's little baby boy. Hi, Papa. Hi, Papa. Oh, you're a porker. Oh, you're a porker. His eyes are opening. One's a little more open than the other. I don't know eye color or anything, but remember last week he looked red on the screen. But he's black. Now you can see. Okay. How is it focused, hon?
Yeah, sorry.
Where's he going? Where's he going? Huh? Where's he going? So that's my little Porky. Usually when you have one puppy, they're pretty thick because they get all the nutrients. They don't ever have to fight for mama's milk, and they literally just nurse all the time. Huh. All right, questions? Or are we good?
I have no questions. They're still all going over names.
Okay, awesome.
A whole lot of them.
Well, while we are still going through...
Just kidding. Sorry.
Okay.
How big is he?
I don't know. You want to know?
How is he so big? Sorry.
Oh.
Sandy.
Look at this. I have the scale. I like having a table in here. Okay, let's see how much he weighs. How much do you guys think he weighs? I have an idea. Yeah. 2.2 pounds, guys. 2 weeks, 2.2 pounds. Little porker. Pound a week. You're a pound a week. You're a little pounder. While she is working on the names, I'm going to go ahead and remind you guys about what we're giving away. The little pet hoodie, which, by the way, the hoodies are all on the website now. The pet hoodies, you guys can order the ones that we have made with our logo and stuff. But I also made a separate one for the Patriots. I made one for Halloween. And I made one that you guys can customize. So there's a couple options on the web. If you guys want your own, you just import the photo. So it could be a real photo, it could be an image, it could be a design, what have you, and then you can just email that over to me and put it on the order, and then I will make it for you. And then the matching hoodies for the humans, they're all on there as well. And calendars are a little delayed. I was really bummed, but we had 4 revisions. So I've never done a calendar before, so all of this was new to me, and it looks great, but then I didn't have Sunday in red on December, or what have you. It's just craziness, but it's all done, approved, in print, and hopefully we'll be here.
All right.
Hopefully at the early next week.
Do you want to go over some of these names?
Sure. Are
Okay.
we starting with Kiara? Or are we doing them all together? Or?
Kylie separated S's and the T's.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay, for that big boy that you have, we have Shadow, Samson, Stone. We liked that one. That one was cute. Solo, Shark, Scamp, Sunny, Sawyer, Sailor, Spike, Sly.
Oh, Sly's cute.
We have the ones that Kylie and I like, Stone, Shadow, Sawyer. I kind of like Sly. I think that one's cute too.
Yeah.
So, pick one. Which one do you like?
Sly or Stone or Sawyer. We had a Sawyer last time. We had puppies, but we've never had a Stone.
That one's cute. I like Stone. And
I
he's
think
black.
so. Yeah. Let's do a Stone.
You're a little stone. You're a little pebble. You're a little pebble.
He's not a pebble. He is a boulder.
He says, "I'm going somewhere." Where are you going? Huh? Where are you going? Okay. Stone it is. You're Mr. Stone.
Okay, and then for the T's, we really liked Catherine's idea. She said, in honor of Sky, we're gonna do the what exactly did she say? Sorry,
Tootsie.
she said,
What
in
are you doing?
honor of
What are you
Sky,
saying?
weather-related names, which me and Kylie like all of them. They're really cute. Tempest for the girl.
Okay.
Thor, Thunder, Tornado, Twister.
Oh, that's cute.
Like, they're all storm whatever. It's super cute. I like those ones. And then there's also Turbo, Taco, Tootsie, Tango, Tonka, Troy, Tucker. Trixie was cute too.
Oh, for the little girl. Yeah, but Yeah, that's for Sky's litter.
Tiny, T-Rex, Tina, Tyler, Tiny,
I think it's
Tubbs.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. I was like, oh my god, that's cute. I like the idea of in honor Sky too.
I think those are cute.
Idea. Yeah. All right.
So we have the 5 then: Tempest, Thor, Thunder, Tornado, and Twister. Or instead of Thunder, you can do Turbo or something like that, because Thor and Thunder are pretty close. But
That's
I like
true.
those.
That's cute.
I like those.
Okay. Perfect. That was easy. All right. So what time is it? Let's
7:20.
Okay, 10 minutes. At 7:30, we're gonna do our giveaways. So all of you last minute super chat, super sticker people, get them in. Who wants to win what? A hoodie.
What do you want to do?
It doesn't. They don't have to already have a puppy. It could just be for future. We have 3 sizes, so we can send them a small.
Okay.
So they don't have to have a puppy.
Okay, for super chat, you want to do the hoodie, right? And then the gift card we'll do to the engaged.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
that's fine. This little booger. Should we let the 3 munchkins in to tear up the house for the last 30 minutes?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna let the.
Take down?
No, I'll leave him until you get him, and then I can hand him to you. That way I'm not just sitting here alone. We're just gonna let Nala, Taz, and Kira in, because I kind of like having this peace and quiet. What are you doing, Papa? He's sleepy. I love the idea of the weather names. Okay, yay. How many of you guys are new? Do we have a lot of new people or no new people?
I haven't gotten anybody saying.
If you guys aren't familiar with this, you have to log in. You have to be signed in to chat with us. So make sure you do that. Come on, you crazies. Come on, here. Thank you. Okay, the crazies. Hi, Mama. Oh, yeah, you always want to jump in my chair. Always, huh? Always. Here. Nala, I can't sit there. You keep jumping there. Okay, come on. Get up here. Thank you. Do you smell the babies? Hi, Mommy. What? If you're good, then I'm going to talk about the reds with the list that I found, okay?
Hang on, I have a question from Tanya that just popped up.
Okay.
The idea of these small puppy sweater and regular sweater for you to match with your puppy is really cute. Will you sell them on your website?
Yes, they're already on there.
If you don't win, go get one.
Yeah, they're already on there. So just on the apparel page. So if you go to the shop now page, and then you go under the pet apparel, you'll see the puppy ones, and then under the human apparel. What I haven't done yet, which I do plan to do, is bundle them together. So if you get both, it'll be a better deal for you. But I haven't done that yet because I've been busy. But yes, they're on there. Tazzy, I saw you. Hi, Mama. Come on. Is that the only question, or the only?
Yeah. We're figuring out who's winning.
Okay, cool. Then they're gonna figure all that out. While they are doing that, I'm gonna go over some red history. How's that?
Go for it.
Okay. So, oh, come on already. Jiminy Christmas. I can't even type, Nala. All right. So I found this just by accident because I was looking through my computer for something else. And so I was like, oh, I'm going to share this with you guys. All right. The first red born was named Tyler, born in 1999. I know. I'm going to sit down here for you. No, Tazzy, stay out of my chair. Tyler, 1999. The second red, 2003. So the first red in 1999. The next reds were not born until 2003, and there was actually 2 of them born in that litter. And they were, I can't read with you guys. They were from Carol, who has since passed away, but they were born with her, and she's an older breeder. You guys probably, none of you would really know who she is. And then the fourth and fifth were the same litter in 2004. So you'll see, then after 2004, a lot of us started like jumping on the bandwagon. Remember, I started breeding in 2003. And so then in 2006, we had 2 more puppies. And then in 2007 was when we had our first red. So 2007 was our first red, and then, hold on guys. So 2007 we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. In 2007 we had 11 reds born that we know of, and this is compiled from all of the breeders back probably 6 or 7 years ago. So it's not going to be up to date to now, but I just wanted to share with you guys some of the older history. And then, so obviously you could see what a big difference, right? Because we all started genetically testing for the reds. And then in 2008, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 in 2008. We had a litter of 3 in 2008, all reds. There was 2 boys and 1 girl. We kept the red girl. Her name was Kylie, and Kylie is not that Kylie. What is on my shoe? Is there food on my shoe? You found food. And so we kept Kylie, and we bred her, and Khaleesi's mom is Kylie. So there's that relation, which is why she had a red puppy. And then in 2000...
Hey, really quick.
Yeah.
10, can I ask a few questions?
4,
We're kind of adding
6,
up.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Hold on.
Okay.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. And then in 2010, 26 reds born between all the breeders. That's my numbers for you. So I just wanted to give you guys a few years up to 2010. Go for it.
Okay. The first one is Sonia said, do the puppy hoodies fit adult Klee Kai?
Yes, we have 3 sizes, and the large, and even the mediums, depending on the size of your Klee Kai, but medium and large will fit adults. Here, let's see. I haven't even put it on anybody yet because I just made this one for you guys to see it. So let's see. Come here, Nala. I didn't say jump in my chair. Come here, Goof. I haven't put them on, so let's try. I'm listening, though. You can keep going with questions.
Oh, okay. How big will Taz be?
I don't know. He's not very big. He'll probably be a mini. I'm guessing he'll be a mini. His mom was a very tiny mini, and his dad's a mini. So I'm sure he's a mini. This one might be too big for you, Mama. Remember my Nala? She's tiny. She's only 11 pounds on a good day.
When is Autumn and Sassy due?
I already said that.
Well, somebody didn't hear you.
I might need the small. Lex, can you give me the small? I want to see if the small fits her better. This might not fit her. Over there on the side of the white table. This one's too big for you. Okay, so this is a medium. Don't get a medium for 11 pounder because it's too big.
How do I tell which one's which?
It has a sticker that says small, medium, large. I want to see if this one, how it fits her, but nope. Too big. See how big it is on her?
Okay.
But I want to see if the small fits you, okay?
I was gonna throw you the whole thing,
The-
but then I figured I shouldn't.
The girls are go ahead. Autumn, I keep calling Autumn Aggie. Autumn is not due until 4.5 weeks from now. And Sax is due at the end of the month. Do not eat my papers.
Okay.
So this one has no design on it yet. But this is a small, which is going to fit her much better.
This is a good question. Sue said, do you ever breed gray to gray or red to red, etc.?
Yeah, like Sky's bred to gray and she's gray. Khaleesi is gray. She was bred to gray, but we got a white and a red. I don't breed red to red very often because I like getting variety and or at least having the opportunity to get variety. Hi, mommy. So I don't breed red to red very often because the reds, two reds would only give us red unless they both had the white gene. So the hoodies, by the way, guys, they have the slit for the collar, so you can walk your dog with your hoodie on, especially for some of you guys that are in cold places. All right, so this is the small. Definitely it's a small. Oh my God, I should have made a small because that is so cute.
Oh my God, she looks so mad.
She is mad. Hi, mommy girl. You're such a good girl. I want you to see the back. It is so cute. Remember, this one has no design. Can you sit for me? Okay, you're gonna dance with me.
She's so mad.
It's a baby. That's cute. Now the puppies are gonna beat you up. Come here now. Come here.
She's like, I hate this thing.
She loves her Halloween costume.
She should be used to clothes by now. You put her in baby
I
clothes
put her in
when
baby
she was
clothes.
little.
Come here now. Come here. It don't stop her from jumping. Huh. It didn't stop you from jumping, did it? Let's see. Are those puppies pulling out of your leg? They pulled it out of your leg. Or maybe that was when you jumped up. There.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going.
Okay.
What is the tip for getting your overweight dog to lose weight?
Exercise, diet. If you guys aren't very active, I don't know how old the dog is, but if they're not very active, they need to get active, and you need to put them on probably some diet food, cut down their treats, get them off the couch. And if none of that works, if your dog is already normally active and they just still are overweight, you see why we talked before we brought anyone in? Then you'll want to check your dogs for thyroid to see if maybe there's something more going on, and that's why they're overweight.
What color eyes does Taz have?
Blue.
Very, very, very blue.
Yeah. He's on that one, Lex. You could turn it, the other
They can
camera,
see him.
but up close.
Oh. Scott said Olivia, aka Poppy, is watching and says hi.
Hi, Poppy. Olivia.
As soon as I put it down, he hopped out.
Of course.
When are you doing the next offers and who are you offering?
Oh, I'm supposed to have already done that, but it'll be Aggie's puppies. Probably isn't gonna happen tonight, so it'll probably be in the morning. Oh, is it past the time?
No, 7:34.
No, for the giveaways.
Oh, I don't know. What time did you say it was till?
I just said 10 more minutes, so yeah. Dun, 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 dun. We're gonna give away a hoodie and hey, be nice. And a gift card.
Okay. So, The gift card is going to Jennifer.
Jennifer who?
I don't know how to pronounce her last name. It's Koplovich.
Okay.
Koplie. It's long.
Okay.
Starts with K.
So I don't know if I have your info, Jennifer. Hopefully you are on here. So can you pop my email up?
Sure can.
Email me or put it in the chat. It's better if you email me so that way I don't have to search for it later. So that I can email you a gift card. Hey, don't destroy it. By the way, real fast, gift cards are on our website also now. So you guys can get gift cards for friends or family for the holidays. For stocking stuffers.
The hoodie is going to Heather Caldoon.
Oh, all right.
Sorry if I butchered that.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. So, those are our two winners.
She's on. Okay. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I see her. She's on the list. Okay, perfect. If for some reason I missed the weekly episode and I end up watching it on Friday, if I put a thumbs up, does it go on Friday? Yeah, it still counts for support. Definitely, Lauren. Any of the videos, you can give it a thumbs up at any time.
And you skipped.
I know, but I saw it. Taz, no.
Oh, Heather's on too.
Yeah. Yay!
Okay, and then Sandy said, "What are the names of all of your moms and dads currently used?"
Oh, that's too many people. Too many dogs. I mean, it varies, just like how we use Klaus. So we're able to use some of our dogs that don't live here.
Too loud.
Too loud. Should have saved you guys till the last 5 minutes.
But they're fun to watch.
Put it on the bottom here.
I know, put it on the bottom like.
See, but then they get over there and then I can't see them.
Oh my goodness. All right, back to the other question. There's just too many and it changes. So that's not something I just share in the public with regards to our dogs and who's breeding. So if you're on the list, then of course you get that information when we have new litters. But play nice.
Oh, you already did that one. When does the white and the red get offered?
Oh, they should probably be offered too, but I'm gonna wait. I'll do Khaleesi's probably early next week. So tomorrow I'll do Aggies, and then next week I'll do Khaleesi.
I really think you should start making Christmas merch.
I know. Who said that?
Jeffrey.
I know. I know. Hey, you are mean, Missy. Be nice. Are we good? Oh. Hi, Mama.
I'm looking, sorry.
That's okay.
There's like big gaps now.
Well, I guess my little princess likes her hoodie. She just likes being in my lap. Huh. I should have made this small. I should have made it small. All right, well, I'm going to see if I have anything else then.
I think you're good. Oh, one popped up. What crate size do you keep the dogs?
So our crates are not very big. Even Nala's in the same as most of the girls. Simba and Diamond are in a little bit bigger. But most of our crates are 20 by 24.
Hey, fix her ear.
What's wrong with your ear? Why is your ear floppy? I don't know for sure. They're the medium. 20 by 24. Something like that. They're not that big. When they're little, though, they stay in a pretty small one. So, like, the smallest is 17 by 17 by 15 by 21. 17 by 15 by 21. Hey, leave that alone.
Are you mad at me? Are you mad at me?
Oh, this is a good question. If you didn't start breeding Alaskan Klee Kai, what breed would you have bred instead?
Well, I did breed wolf hybrids. So if I didn't have kids and I had lots of land, I probably would have stuck with them because there's because they're just so gorgeous and big and fun, but they require a lot of work. So moved on to something smaller. Hi, buddy. Come here. Hey, honey, could you make sure that Brayden worked on dinner?
What size crate should you purchase for a mini? The same.
Yeah, the same. I can measure one. We took all the crates out. All of our videos, we usually had them there, but now that I got this caterpillar, I don't have room. So we have to pull them out just so that I can put my chair in here. The caterpillar stays in here. Honey, can you do me a favor? Can you measure the crate right there that everyone's in?
Can Autumn have gray and white puppies?
Yes. Autumn will not have reds, even though she's red, because she was bred to Aussie, and Aussie does not have the red gene. So she'll probably give black and grays, and she can't give whites. So she's gonna give grays and blacks, or only one or the other. And then Sass can probably give us anything.
Adam said, how old are those two hyper pups?
Oh boy. I don't know. 3 months. How old are they? Close to being done with their shots. Put it on that one. Can they see it?
Yeah. Oh, I saw your email.
27 long, 20 inches high, 22 wide.
20 inches wide?
So 27, 20, 20.
Okay. So 27
Inches.
by 20 by 20. That's what our dogs are in. Maybe it's 28. I think it's probably coming over as 27, but if you go all the way, I think it's 28 by 20. Now that gives them plenty of room. Of course, that's if they're potty trained, and you don't have to worry about them moving to one area and going to the bathroom and then going to the other side to sleep. But anyone that's potty trained, adults, that's the perfect size.
Joseph said wolf hybrids are the best, but 2 states have outlawed them.
Yeah, I mean, now it's pretty difficult to even find anyone who has them. It's been a long time since I've had wolf hybrids, but yeah.
Everybody's saying that they're 10 weeks.
Perfect. Yeah, something like that.
I have 2 people saying 10 weeks, aren't they?
Yeah, something like that. Hi, Mama.
Do parents affect eye color?
Yeah, for sure they do. So like, come here, get up here. Aggie's puppies are, 2 of them are brown-eyed and 1 of them's blue-eyed. And so Aggie has that really golden, greenish, hazel eye. And she has, one of our puppies is going to have the same color. And then 1 of them's brown-eyed, and then 1 of them has Klaus's eye color. Don't bite me. So yeah, I mean, it does play a huge part, just like with humans. Not always do we get blue-eyed puppies, even if the parents are blue-eyed. No. Bite your own foot. But yeah, definitely. It's all genetics. Hey, Mama's baby.
Are Taz and Kira potty trained yet?
Dude, they're litter box trained. They are on par with that. In fact, Taz just went over there and went potty in the litter box. So a lot of times people ask if Klee Kai like to cuddle. And I think it's hilarious because when I hear people say no, and I just look at my little brat right here. Huh? Not like This is so much better than having all the crazy for 2 hours. But it'll get loud again in a couple of weeks. Do we have more questions?
What color gray will Kira be?
Trying to think of anybody that is like what she'll be. She's not like most of our grays, but she's probably gonna be closest to Rue.
I think she's probably going to be a little bit lighter than Rue.
Yeah, but closest.
Yeah. You looked right at the camera that's looking right at you. And now you're digging in the bed on camera.
And you guys flipped your bed upside down. Oh, you're tired, Mama. It's been a rough day. You like your hoodie? Do you like your hoodie?
I have a few more questions.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are your recommendations for taking your puppy on their first out-of-town vacation, acclimating them to new sleeping environments, etc.? Jet is going on his first trip to the mountains.
Oh, yay! Well, hopefully he is crate trained, because if he's crate trained and he sleeps in his crate at night, it's going to be pretty easy for you to go anywhere, because he's going to be used to his crate. And all of the new things that are going to be going on and being able to see everything, he's going to get tired and he's probably going to sleep really well anyways. So I would just say, just make sure you be very careful and bring extra leashes and collars, and make sure that it's tight, because he might get spooked, right? You're going to a new place, everything's going to be new to him, and depending on what all he sees. Here they go again. You just want to be careful with that. But I think that if you already have a dog that's crate trained, you're not going to have a problem. Socializing is going to be a great opportunity for you guys there. So just don't overstimulate him, meaning don't have so many people just overwhelm him.
They're right on camera too, it's perfect.
Next.
What is the most distinctive feature about the Klee Kai that you love the most?
You guys are gonna break the walls. Jeez Louise. I mean, there's just so many. Like, for one, I love that this right here. Like, this one will just let me carry her like a baby. Dress her in real human baby clothes.
With no tail slots.
Yeah, with no tail slots. Doesn't care. Real human baby pajamas. That, as much as sometimes I get irritated that they're so needy, I love that they need us and they want us. And yeah, they're spazzy like these two right now, but they calm down as they get older. So I think it's just the companionship. Like, they want to be with you. They want to be in your butt. Yeah. Why are you
pulling
being
his ear so bad?
Be nice. Yeah, that's probably my number one. Huh. I'm gonna turn this way so you can see her face. Any other questions?
Yeah.
Alright, we better keep it going.
Do the dogs get angry when you brush their teeth?
I don't brush their teeth.
We've been over this, people. Come on.
I'm horrible with that. I just give as many meaty bones as possible. Greenies, bully steaks, hard dog food, not canned food. And when necessary, take them to the dentist. I say the dentist. Take them to the vets for dental cleaning. That's it. Hi, Papa. I see you, Teddy. I see you. Come on. Come on.
What does it mean when your dog scratches the bottom of the carpet? I know it's weird.
You little booger. You almost pulled that all down. When he scratches the bottom of the carpet?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like when they just scratch like that? Like this? They're just like, it's just digging, putting their paw. Okay, one thing that you guys probably might not know is that dogs have a scent gland in their paw. Somewhere in their paw. And so a lot of times what they're doing, like say they're going to the restroom and then they kick their feet back or they kick the dirt, that's because they're actually releasing their scent in that spot. So not all of it is just digging because they're bored or because they're trying to catch something. Sometimes it's because they're being dominant or alpha and they're putting their scent in that place. So that could be, if that's what the puppies were doing, that could be what it is. Because especially when they're both playing, and they're both going to try and show who's dominant. Oh, the bottom of their dog scooting their butt? Yeah. Oh, if it's the bottom, then you probably want to get him to the vets because he might have a parasite. Usually, ooh, Nola's going to get you.
Sue said the puppies remind her of when her sons were little.
These two have a stare down.
That was it.
So Nala she's gonna get you.
She's like, come and play.
Nala, that was not very nice. That was not nice. She's just a baby.
They're telling her, she's telling them, don't touch her mom.
That's exactly what she's doing. And she's also probably telling them, like, leave me alone, huh? Stop it. Because she's tired of them. She's like, you guys are out of control. Nala is usually the most gentle with the puppies. Always like mother hen, but there comes a time when she's like, enough is enough. They're going to bite your hoodie now. I was going to say something. You better be nice to that baby. I mean it. Be nice. Did you guys see her? Nala's just hanging her head down. That's what I was gonna say. She's probably the most of all of our dogs. Probably the most carefree. Can hold her anyway. Brayden can hold her upside down, just like by her middle of her stomach, and she'll just hang.
She's fine. She loves it.
She's fine. She don't care.
But she also has a lot of trust for us because when her mom passed and she was just a baby, she was held a lot.
Yeah.
She's so cute. I love when she does that. Just carefree.
Yes, Tanya. She normally does have exceptional patience, but she's over it right now. She's like, you guys are out of control. You need to chill. Huh. Are we good? We have no questions?
Oh, Natasha said there's a very good supplement for increasing milk in humans.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Fenugreek and milk thistle. Same thing, Natasha, same thing. So what we do for Sky is I have fenugreek pills and the capsules, and 3 times a day for the first 2 days, I would dump the pills, 1 pill at a time, into some goat's milk and her kibble, and feed it to her 3 times a day. But usually that'll bring in milk within 24 hours, but it's very limited still. So I've increased her food intake. I've given her goat's milk. She's on a pretty high content, fat content puppy food. So a lot of times the fat content will bring in the milk, which is why I'm adding the goat's milk. But she does have milk. It's just not a whole lot. And for her to have 5 puppies and then not a whole lot, when 1 or 2 or even 3 puppies are going from nipple to nipple, they're sucking it all up.
Well, we have 7 minutes left. Oh, Kyle says, do you recommend giving puppies vitamins? And if so, which do you recommend?
Yes, we actually do. And there's a couple. You could get them even over the counter, but the ones that we recommend and we use are called New Vet. They're also on our website. And so they're made in the USA with all USA products, and they're pressed. They're sounds like an earthquake. I guess Ethan's coming downstairs.
Yeah, there he was.
So yeah, there's a lot of different vitamins. You just want to do your research, but we feed the new vets, and that's what we recommend. Taz, watch. Put it on the other phone, Lex. Oh, that's not Taz. That's Kira. I almost blamed the wrong dog. Why are you tearing that up?
You can't
Come
really
here.
see it.
Okay, never mind. Come here. You leave that alone. That's a bad girl. You leave that alone. Yeah, that's a bad girl. By the way, Kira's doing really good with stop. She hasn't been doing that excitement pee anymore, which is really good. Yeah, so I guess she outgrew that because she never did it, and then she started doing it randomly.
Sandy said, could it be because she normally has 3 puppies?
I mean, regardless of how many they normally have, it shouldn't matter because the more puppies they have, the more they're going to nurse, the more they should produce. So, like, some dogs have 5 or 6, and Dakota's not much bigger than, stop biting me, than Sky is, and she fed 5 puppies just fine. So, I don't know what it is, but we're working on it. Hopefully I don't have to keep pulling them to give to Aggie, but Aggie's not minding.
Catherine put the link for the vitamins.
Oh, good. How many visitors or how many viewers do we have right now?
72.
How many thumbs ups do we have?
62.
You guys, come on. We're slacking over here. What are you guys doing? Oh, Taz, you made it. You made it, you little booger. That's the first time he's able to made it up here on the chair, so he's growing. And Nala's like, get off of my mama. Do me a favor, guys, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button for us and subscribe to our channel.
Sonia said Kira definitely has some red in her.
Yeah. I don't need my ears cleaned. All right. I'm just gonna let you talk if we have any other questions. This is a nice night. Oh, great. Now you've learned how to get up here. He's going to get you. She's going to get you. This is my mom. Get off of her. Come on.
We have 3 minutes.
All right. All right. Don't be brat. Don't be a brat. Come on. Wait, I don't want you guys destroying that hoodie. Let me take it off.
Is there a specific breed that Klee Kai aren't good with?
It's kind of funny. Like if they grow up with a lot of different dogs and going to dog parks and what have you, then they're fine with all of them. But if they are not, then they seem to be very picky and only like their own kind. It's like that's all they know, and so they don't care for other breeds. It's funny because like although we have people that will go to like dog parks or go somewhere that they see all the other Klee Kai and they instantly know like Klee Kai are just part of the family, and then they go to somewhere where it's not a lot of Klee Kai and they don't act the same. It's like they know that's their own kind. But if they're socialized, they won't have a problem with any breed.
With our dogs, they've never seen.
With our dogs, they're terrified of. My brother has this black Shih Tzu dog. Rue is terrified of that.
Smaller
dog.
than she is.
Yeah, smaller than she is. Terrified. Like the dog has big black floppy ears, and she. It's so funny. She just takes off, runs in circles, and Jackson just chases her, and she's scared to death. She don't know what
He
it
thinks
is.
they're playing, and she's terrified, and it's hilarious that she does not like.
Nope.
And the funny thing is that when she was a puppy, she was taken to our family friends with a German Shepherd, and just forgot all about it.
I got dog hair all over me, Nala. Come on. Come on. Get up there. Get up there. All right. No more questions?
No.
I see all of you guys. You're welcome. What time is it? Should we say goodbye?
It's 59.
All right, let me get the babies. Come on, let's go say bye. We gotta say bye. Thank you guys for joining us again. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our topic and learned a little bit, and hopefully we'll continue to come up with good ideas. If you guys have any ideas on things to talk about, wait, I'm gonna say goodbye. Then send me an email, let me know, or put it in the chat so that we can cover those topics, because I can't always think clearly. I don't know what you guys want to learn about. So you gotta let me know. Anyhow, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your night and weekend. And until next time, don't shut it off until I put them all the way up and focused.
I know.
Okay, bye.